The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wilcard Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Vikings and the Lions, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
NFC wildcard game. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, he bowls over him. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st down. It's Rodriguez, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 2nd and 5. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Rodriguez.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
They'll run on 1st down. Rodriguez.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his man, complete. That's Rodriguez. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. Rodriguez.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash.
York able to send this one through.
And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive that'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. One semi-factor, if you want to call it that was brought up in the papers this morning here, Charles. You got a dome team on the road in a cold weather environment, first round of the playoffs in January. Do you think that's a big deal?
Ordinarily, I say no. But in this situation, because you're used to that perfectly controlled environment, some coaches will want their teams exposed to it. And if you're coming from a warm weather place and, even getting outside of your dome doesn't really help you, a lot of times they'll go on the road a little bit earlier. Go to a cold weather place, go to a place where there's a little bit of weather and practice there that week before the game to try and simulate the conditions they expect come game day.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Adafe Oweh from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and it's smashed away. He opted to go with a scramble. Gets 2 yards and now it's 4th.
4th down. Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
Fielded at about the 28. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
first down. Here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. 2nd and 9 now. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Harvey. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They bring pressure there on 3rd down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the first down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. On 2nd down now. It's Rodriguez. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. He'll look to throw. Looking for Hawkinson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and they're able to add on to their advantage. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it, and he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was T.J. Hawkinson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field.
They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game.
Harris starts the drive on the ground.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brock.
And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say they're already out of bounds. That throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Brock.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Back to throw again. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. (10-0) the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On first down. It's Rodriguez, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Rodriguez, and he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 31. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Now a handoff up the middle. Rodriguez. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's going to be caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. T.J. Hockenson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. in the second quarter and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. And I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
New York now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brock. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Yeah, Detroit back in possession of the football. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Rolling to his right. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 36 yards on the play.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
New York on now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And, you know, listen, there's two ways to get the number 7 seed. You can back into it or you can charge your way into it and seize it. But ultimately, once you're here, you can throw that out the window. You've got to come to play.
Yeah, you just think of that phrase, any given Sunday or Saturday as the case may be. And even though this is a 2 versus 7 matchup, don't think for 1 second that this game's going to be a pushover. Anything can happen once the playoffs begin.
And that one almost intercepted. It's incomplete. He had space in front of him if he had held on, but instead it's 3rd down. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Corliss Waitman now. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out now come the Lions. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final done.
Here's 2nd and a yard. They run the counter. It's Rodriguez. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 7-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this is absolutely a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare as well, because they spend all week preaching about the need to wrap up and make sure tackles. But what a letdown here, and it winds up costing them big, big yardage.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Darren Waller, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first half. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
Extra point by York is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brock. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Harvey. And he is going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Harvey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the 2nd of our tripleheader here on Wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's NFC wildcard game. And you can see the result there. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the 3rd. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game. This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. It's Rodriguez, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
98 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
2nd and 5. Now there's that man again. It's complete.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll run on 1st down. Rodriguez, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jalen Waddle.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They'll start on the ground with Harris. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. He gets it complete to Harris, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30. He'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And this one is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And able to get this out to the 25. Time for another look at this Lions offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And we'll see what he can do on the return. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings head out to take over once again. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. forced out to his left. And he's got his big tight end here. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. He finds his man complete. That's Rodriguez. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Open man is Waddle, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
11 yards there and a Lion first down. One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Rodriguez.
122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On first down, it's Rodriguez. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Rodriguez.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Here's Lance.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. The Vikings on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Desperation time here. Lance. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lance going to throw. Setting up the screen, Harris. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Throwing now is Lance. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
They'll run on 1st down. Rodriguez. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. On 2nd down, it's Rodriguez. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 134 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because we were grading them on their performance in this game. A lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rodriguez. And he'll get it out of cover right shy of midfield at the 48. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Rodriguez. Down to the 42, 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Up the middle they go. Rodriguez. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now a handoff up the middle. Rodriguez. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out. 4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On first down, it's Rodriguez. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. On second down now, it's Rodriguez, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
York now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they're going to try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw again on second down. Lance flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
To throw, it's Lance.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.